Peace. Let me let everybody know I'm live. How do I share this? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Peace, family. I'm just letting my social media. What's up, family? What's up, family? Peace and love. How y'all doing? I want to give it a minute and let everybody know that I am live. I just posted to my social media pages. This is going to be a walk with me, Long Beach, California. I don't know how to put a title on the lives. I guess I don't do live enough for my phone to be able to have that pertinent information, but this is a walk with me, Long Beach, California edition. And hopefully the signal will be able to, I'm not gonna go too far. I try to stay in this direct area so that I can maintain a signal so you guys can hear me and see me. Well, not see me, but see the the beautiful surroundings. I was gonna do this face to face with you guys, but I don't know. I think I would rather look at the beach than to look at me. So, it's all good. So yeah, let's just give it a second and let some people start to trickle in. And I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I have an hour and 3 minutes on my meter. So that's how much time, and I have to keep track of that. So y'all help me stay on my square in terms of that. But I am live in Long Beach right now, and I'm just going to show you guys the views momentarily. Give it about 2 minutes and let people start to come in, and then we'll start chopping it up. Peace, Super Micah. What's good? How you doing? Elijah Farrakhan. Peace and love. How you doing? UFO was good. Beverly was good. Peace and love. Forever Studios. Much love. Oh, you got your book, huh? Wonderful. For those of you guys who have your book, who received them, it would really help me a lot if you would tag me on social media. Maybe you want to do a post or a story, something in your stories, maybe a picture, maybe a video, but just talking about, your perspective on the book, true perspective, however you think or feel about it. It would really, really help me a lot if you guys would help me to get momentum on social media and tag me so I can share those things. But I'm happy you received it. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you think it's beautiful. It's definitely the most beautiful thing I've created, aside from my son, of course. Peace, Tim. How you doing? And thank you to those of you guys who have actually supported the book. It really means a lot to me. I just did a video for my membership channel. If there's any members that are tuning in right now, I just did a video of 52 minutes, I think it was, for my membership channel that I'm going to post as soon as I get to a space with Wi-Fi. Just updating you guys with what I've had going on, what I have been doing over the past month, some of my trials and tribulations, why I've been MIA, because I've been recentering myself and restabilizing myself and trying to maintain my peace in the midst of all of this chaos and insanity, amongst other things. But I got real personal in the video, so if you are in my membership channel, I will have that posted in a couple of hours as soon as I get back to Wi-Fi. It's raining in Jamaica. Jamaica, man. Well, much love to you in Jamaica. See it, JN, Tyrone, Roses, Naturally Clever, Forever Studios. Yukiwa? No. Ikiwa? Ikwewa? I hope I'm saying your name right, sis. Otote? My Ethiopian sister, who I communicate with all the time. I'm very happy to see you here. I hope you guys are doing well. I pray you guys are doing well. It's been a minute since I put up any content. So I had to send a message to my membership channel first before I could come and talk to YouTube publicly. And so I did that. I haven't posted it yet, but I did do that video. So now that I've done that, I can tap in with you guys and see what's good, how you guys feeling in the midst of everything going on in the world. It's raining on the East Coast too. Yes, it's a lot going on. So I'm in Long Beach. It's actually like a perfect day. It's probably about 79 degrees right now. Sunny, not a cloud or a white line in the sky. Long Beach is, all the LA beaches have like different vibes. So Long Beach is a little more gully, if I can say that, a little more hood. It's still beautiful. It's all beautiful, right? But yeah, it's a different vibration here than you'll find at, let's say, a Manhattan Beach. Hopefully my signal stays strong as I'm walking and talking with you guys. And just for context, I was sitting up on this hillside over here when I was doing the membership video, and yeah, the brother's been on my head kind of heavy today. I'm not saying that to flex. I'm saying that so that if this continues, that you guys are on notice that, yeah, it's a lot of energy and attention focused in your girl's way. But this is why I say when I'm in the hood, when I'm around our people, it's a different vibration than when I'm in a West Hollywood or when I'm in a Manhattan Beach, Laguna Beach, etc. So the magnetism is strong. What can I say? But yeah, I was trying to start my video. I sat up on that hill for like 45 minutes. I kept trying to start the video for my membership channel, and the brothers was like on my head. Okay, all right, this is what we doing today. It's all good. But yeah, I'm in a good mood today. I've been wanting to do a video and chop it up with you guys and see where everybody is at, how y'all thinking and feeling. Hey Nelton, how you doing? I don't know if you just came in, but I just was saying that I just did a video for the membership channel, updating you guys on what I got going on, what's been going on with me, and what I'm working on and focused on right now. So I gotta upload it, but I need Wi-Fi to upload it. So you'll get a notification probably in a couple of hours as soon as I get back to Wi-Fi, and you can tap in with that. But very happy to have you here, present with us, King, as always. Sound is good and the picture is clear. It says beautiful sunshine in view. Sean A said, gratitude. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube listening to any of your content. Glad to have got on, and look who I get to listen to. Much love. I appreciate that. Ocean air is the best. Facts. Yeah, so I don't really have a particular subject matter that I want to talk about. Sometimes it's like yoga. Sometimes it's a mind thing, it's a mental thing, just getting on the mat. If you haven't practiced in a while, same thing with them, but yoga is always my reference point. If you haven't practiced in a while, if you have a sport like martial arts, or you're a baller, or you're a runner, and you haven't been consistent in your practice for any particular amount of time, usually it's, something else is going on in your life, or you're struggling with something, or you get busy with other things. And so then it becomes a thing of like getting out of your own head and getting out of your own way and just getting on the mat. And as a writer, this is 1000% true. But it's also the same thing for me in terms of content. I don't just turn on my camera and my microphone and just talk. I'm just not built like that. Like, I have to actually have something to say. I have to be in the right space to, so that my frequency and my energy matches the intention of the message. So it's a thing for me. And people always ask me, why don't you do more content? You should put up shorter videos. I don't operate the way that the world expects a content creator like myself to operate. I just don't. And I tried to fit myself into those spaces and do things that, everybody else is doing, and it just doesn't work for me. And mind you, I just wrote a history textbook, so I'm not in a space where I'm not trying to be a TikTok 90-second video producer. I let somebody else take clips of my videos and do that. But for right now, excuse me, my focus is on a few things that we'll get into. I went in depth in this. Like I said, I literally just finished a video that I'm going to post to my membership channel. That's really personal. I got kind of emotional in it, but just really getting into like where I'm at in my mind and in my heart with my work right now. Because everything in me wants me, and not just wants me. I'm 100% focused on my book right now, and I haven't been since I finished it, and then had to pivot into the business aspect of the book. But like I'm recentering myself to 100% focus only on the book, as well as my mental and spiritual well-being. So that's, one of the things I talked about in that video, and one of the things we can talk about today. But I've been spread thin for some time now between my membership channel, doing content, doing workshops, working with people in a one-on-one capacity, as well as a lot of other things. And in my mind, I should already be on my next textbook. If the book had done what I expected it to do by now, I would be in a lab somewhere already researching and writing my next textbook. But it is what it is. It's the learning curve and the business aspect of being in the publishing industry. I'm 100% focused now on getting this book into schools, organizations, colleges, universities, high schools. So that's where I'm putting all of my energy right now, because the situation on the ground is as beautiful as it is out here and all across the world. Our planet is a very beautiful, lucrative, abundant space that the Most High has given us. The devil is on 10. I'm saying 10 to be modest. I really want to say 1,000, but got to be conservative. And things are increasing at a very, 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 very rapid pace. And I don't know how much we're paying attention, but I do know that as for me and mine, meaning me and my son, and my business and my legacy, it's very clear to me that I have to prioritize my personal well-being, my physical well-being, right? Because if I don't, then who will? So that's where I'm at with it right now. So if you guys don't see me and hear from me consistently over the next couple of months, I've got to finish my parent-teacher edition of Ancient People so that I can offer the schools a fully completed curriculum where all the teachers have to do is just, put their name and personal information and stamp it with their, unique signature on a syllabus, and be able to, for a full semester, teach out of Ancient People with the teacher's edition, with the book, and with the workbook. So that's probably going to take me about a month to finish. I've had some great experiences as of late, and have been and am being connected with the right people to help me get my book into the school systems. And so that's why I'm really focused and intentional right now in terms of all of my energy and all of my attention being focused on those things. Checking in with you guys in the chat room. Peace and love, everybody. The level of psychological warfare, and it's not just psychological warfare, that's the thing about it. The irony is that things that those of you such as myself have been reading about and studying about in books for 20 years is actually being made manifest right in front of our eyes. And it's a hell of a thing to see it play out. It's a hell of a thing to see the book of Revelations play out. I know there's a lot of people that listen to my content that don't believe in the Bible, that don't believe in, religion, that think the Bible is a poison book. And for sure, it has absolutely been used in that regard. But the thing that we still don't understand, I'm going to walk back this way just because I'm trying not to get too far from, the epicenter so that the signal stays strong. The thing that we don't understand is that when I say consciousness creates reality, if you've got 2 billion people, billion with a B, focusing on any particular book, whether it's the Bible, whether it's the Quran, whether it's Taoism, any spiritual studies, you've got 2 billion people studying it, researching it, living in it, right? Going to it for answers, asking questions, being intentional and loving this book and worshiping, the concepts or the ideologies or the people found in the book. The word is alive, So in the same way, somebody like L. Ron Hubbard could create a book like Dianetics, and his whole ideology, right? And I use that word loosely, about the spatial, universal, alien, all that stuff in the backdrop of that ideology. A lot of that shit that he made up out of thin air, right? You go in every major city in America, there is a Church of Scientology. So the word is alive. The real power is in the people believing in the word. So the fact that the Bible has been here amongst us for however many thousands of years, depending on your vantage point, right? Depending on which book it is you ascribe to. And people believe in the word is what gives it its power. Not to mention the continuity of the historical, evidence, the things that have already manifested in the book, the similes, or not similes, the parables, the metaphors, right? The symbolic elements of what's found in the book. The word is alive. This is why I don't do anti-religion or bang on any particular religion, because as long as people believe in it, just like believing in an amethyst crystal can activate the healing powers in it. But if you think it's just a rock, then nothing will be activated for you. Yeah, that's what it is. But see, we live in a world where everything and everyone is pointing you to look at and focus on everything outside of yourself. And I don't do that. You are what empowers the prayer. You are, and you can empower the prayer to work for you to what it is that you really desire, or you can empower the prayer to work against you to give you everything that you're praying to stop receiving. And again, that's taking nothing away from, the power of the scriptures, so to speak, because we walking through Revelations right now. You talk about the mark of the beast. And we still think the mark of the beast is some chip that they're going to implement or randomly get you to submit to or choose. Nah, I hate to tell you guys, but the mark of the beast has already been implanted in more than 5.5 billion with a B, like boy, on our planet. So if you're in that number, or somebody close to you is in that number, then you've got to be very intentional, very clear, and very focused on redeeming yourself. That's not just the detox. It's completely changing your way of life, and it's also dealing with why you took it in the first place. Oh, you were afraid? Okay, well, you got to deal with that. You believed your doctor? Oh, okay, well, you got to deal with that. You didn't want to lose your job? Oh, okay, well, you got to deal with that. The Most High gave you a planet that's 196,940,000 square miles. How did you get to a point where you're afraid to lose a job? This is why we're under divine judgment, because I gave you everything, and the devil gave you nothing, and he's still managing to affect the choices and decisions that you make in your life. How you doing? So I don't want to talk about this stuff a lot, because I'm way more important for me for you guys to be consistent in your frequency and in your energy, for you to know all the things that I know, right? It's way more important to me for you to be on your square energetically than for you to be dealing with all of the shit that Satan is doing. Let me take care of that. And when I say that, I don't mean just me, because there's plenty of us on this planet. But you don't need to know all of the specifics and details unless you wire for that, unless you have the bandwidth for that. But what you do need to have, I'm good, thank you. You have beautiful eyes. What you do need to have is situational awareness. And if you did take that shot, then you on a different timeline, and you need to get to work. And I don't, I've been trying to talk about these things with kid gloves, but the writing is on the wall. You know? Raekwon says Zaza is full of it. Full of what? You want to come live on video with me and tell the world what I'm full of? I'm in that type of mood right now. So if you got something to say, you want to get off your chest, don't do it behind the screen name. Put your face on it and say it to my face, and I'll address you directly. Unless you're talking about me being full of love, full of wisdom, full of divine favor, full of blessings, full of courage, full of the spirit and the mind of God, then yeah, I'll accept that. But if you come in amongst the righteous to cause ruckus, then yeah, put your face on it and say it to my face. Otherwise, be quiet. Mr. Muhammad. It's a really beautiful day. I want to walk in the sun, in the sand. But you know, walking in the sand is a whole different, I'll be sweating and huffing and puffing and trying to, my plan was to do my workout over here. I was going to try to hit these stairs 10 times. It's been a minute since I hit the stairs too, so that's going to be probably a little challenging, but considering this is my second video and I've kind of been walking around a bit already, I might not be, and I haven't eaten, I might not have the stamina to do that. So my priority right now is this video, and to chop it up with you guys, and to hopefully add some content and some language and some imagery in my background and whatnot. That can be a solvent or an ointment, right, on the minds and the hearts and the spirits of the righteous ones. And then, you know, even when we have trolls and Satan's little minions and NPCs come in the room, you could get blessed too. Or you could get your head taken off. You choose. I'm okay with both, you know? Scorpio season is fast approaching, so I suggest you not poke the bear. And if you want to poke the bear, just put your face on the screen, and then we can talk about it in front of everybody. You know? Yeah, no lines, exactly. So Mika said, I took the shot, my daughter, my 2 grandchildren did not. It doesn't make me someone who needs to be shunned. Well, I don't think I said anything to that extent. I think saying I said that, but I want to make sure that I'm clear on that. I also want to make sure I'm clear that those of us who proudly didn't take the shot were and have been highly ostracized and negatively projected and demeaned and disregarded, and had to sacrifice jobs and energy and focus and benefit as a result of staying on our square. So hopefully we can all keep that in proper context. And with that being said, it's not about you being shunned, it's about you standing on your square, sis. You gotta put your big girl pants on right now, your big girl boots on right now. You gotta be serious about and intentional about detoxing. Ain't no days off, you know? And when I say that, I don't mean that like I mean that in the best way. Because I know if, and if is a very improbable word in this situation, but like if my son had that shit in his body, I'd be in Japan right now finding a remedy. You know what I mean? And that's never gonna happen, so it's a terrible example for me to use, but I'm just saying, just to make it personal, so it's real. And again, it's not just the quote unquote detox protocol, because it's not really a detox. You have to approach this on multiple different levels, because there's the frequency aspect of it, there is the restorations of your cells aspect of it, there is the mental and spiritual aspect in terms of what that technology is intentionally doing to you, right? If you in fact got the real shot and not the placebo, the impact that it could potentially have physically on the people around you. That's why I keep emphasizing, if you have not taken the shot, you need to be very mindful about having sexual experiences with people who have. Yeah, it's real in the field out here. And if you have had sex with somebody who's taken it, then you need to follow the same type of protocols. I wrote an article called If You Took the Shot. I revised it earlier this year. I'm telling you guys consistently on my platforms, send me an email, info@ZaZaAli.com. I'll send it to you. But it's not a one pill, one and done. It's gonna take a complete lifestyle change. It's gonna take a checkup from the neck up. You know what I mean? Most importantly, dealing with that fear factor. The who, what, when, where, why, and how. You know? So nah, we not shunning nobody. We don't ostracize people. That's what the devil does. That's why so many people took it. Because the devil was shunning and ostracizing you because you were operating in your own free will. And Satan does not want you operating in your own free will. That's God's doing. The devil wants you to be operating in anything but. So the right mindset for the people who have taken it is to tap back into your free will. And you have the free will and the capability and the ability to heal yourself from anything. This is a fact. Try to get closer to the water. Hopefully, it'll excuse me, maintain the frequency. So, yeah, we don't ostracize. We show love, but this is tough love. You know what I mean? This is situational awareness. This is the devil is on 10. Where are the beings of light? Where the beings of light at? Where are the soldiers of God at? Where's the true and living righteous ones amongst us? This is who I'm here for, whether you took the shot or not. Because you can still be in that number, but you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta heal the climb. Every day you should be climbing it. And it's all love. That's what the divine feminine is. I could never be, operating a space, especially not for our people who have the biggest mountain to climb, who have the most difficult, trajectory to overcome. Like, nah, it's love. But God has qualifications. You say we the people of God. Well, let's see. What frequency are you on? What vibration are you on? What's your diet look like? What's your conversation look like? What's your mind look like? How you doing? Good, thank you.
I see you better watch out now. I like them rides, man.
I told y'all. I'm telling you. Ever since I've been here, it's been a thing. But my brothers love me. What can I say? This is the magnetism. That's what it is. What was I saying? I was in a vibe. What was I saying? You guys get a chance to see, the people of LA, all the different textures and energies and cultures, and got the brother over here with the fruit. Probably don't take cash, but I could really use some pineapple right now. Some fresh pineapple. This is one of the beaches that I come to walk, but I don't think I've ever been in the water at Long Beach in particular. But you see the children are doing what they're doing and having fun. I honestly don't think any of the water out here in any of the beaches, let me see, let's go this way, is safe right now. Just because all of the fires and all of the debris and toxins from Malibu Beach in particular. A lot of those houses burned to the ground right along the coast. And so all of the debris and toxins from, that man-made experience are in that water. So I don't even know if it's safe or healthy to be in the water right now, but I do love to see the children frolicking and playing in the beach. That's the right vibes. It's still summertime in LA. I don't know what's going on where y'all at, but it's like, I'm sure it's like 80 degrees right now. It's warm. I definitely got a tan. Let me tap in with you guys in the chat and get a swig of water. ZZW, is that Miss Oakland? I really miss you. Is that you? I would be very surprised to see you in my live, actually, if that's you. But I feel like that might be you. Mika said I was the guinea pig for my daughter and grandchildren. I would definitely change that language. I would definitely say something a little bit more prophetic, like, I challenge myself in ways that I have experiences that force me to alchemize, challenging and difficult situations so that I can come out higher and better on the other end. I'd be in scientific mode, respectfully, because the devil just cannot have access to my body or my mind for that matter. And a lot of times, you guys, let me say this before I forget, and then I'm gonna come back to the chat room. Sometimes I be like feisty and you watch my stories online or you see some of my posts and my language might be a little, I mentioned this in my stories today about Deion Sanders in a post that I put up about him recently and promoting that poison to HBCUs and to our people. How you doing? And to our people, boy, I had to come to this piece in a hijab. Dang, what was I saying? Oh, I referenced this about Deion Sanders. I talked about this in my stories, but I'm saying all of that to say, sometimes if it seems like I know you, I'm not married, but I am alive on my computer, my internet. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Sometimes I'm fiery or passionate, or it might seem like I'm not speaking with compassion and things like that. But man, y'all don't have no idea how much stress and anxiety I've had over these last 3-4 years, trying to warn you guys, trying to give you an alternative, righteous perspective, trying to, if you know me personally, and I know there's people that's either watching this and if that's you, ZW, and I think that's you guys, every single time somebody that I knew either told me that they took it or that their children took it, it was causing me a lot of stress and anxiety. Not to mention the thousands of people that I engage and interact with on social media, right? So I have 3+ years of built up fire. Not for you, but for the devils who manipulated you and who pushed you into this corner where you felt like you had to make this choice and decision that wasn't in your best interest. I see, when I've been talking about and exposing the white lines in the sky for how long now? At least 15 years? More than 15, really 20 years, because Scientific Intervention in Our Affairs came out 10 years ago. So I've been researching and studying and dissecting this for a long time now. So I got a lot of fire in my belly, not for you, but for Pharaoh's magicians. So a lot of times or sometimes when I'm speaking and I'm passionate or I'm fiery or it seems like I might be, lacking compassion or lacking sensitivity, that's because I was so compassionate and so sensitive for so long and people weren't paying attention. You gotta sound a serious alarm, a trumpet for black people to pay attention. They ain't reading the books. And I say that tongue in cheek. I shouldn't say that. I had so many people tell me over the years, why are you writing books? Nobody read, black people don't read books, right? So let me strike that from the record. We're gonna shred that in the vibrational shredder of the Most High, right? And the butterfly just like flew right over me just to let me know that the universe is in alignment with that, right? Okay, let me come back to the chat room. Wait, no, before I come back to the chat room, let me make my point. So my delivery, sometimes it's raw, sometimes it's unfiltered, sometimes it's uncut, but I feel a way. I take it personal when I see these people trying to destroy our planet. I take it personal, the harnessing of melanin and energy of the original people, the majority of people on this planet, and using it for subversive means. I take it personal that when you drink water out of your faucet, that it has poison in it that could potentially calcify your pineal gland, right? I take it personal that children now, babies, infants, from infant to 2 years old, are being inoculated with some 72 shots. I take all that shit personal. But I'm a warrior for God. So sometimes you're going to get the warrior spirit. Sometimes you're going to get the divine feminine spirit, the soft, feminine, lovely, lacy. No, let me not say lacy. Don't get the wrong idea. Let's strike that. Another was stricken from the record. Not lacy. Linen and silk. Okay? I take it personal. I take it personal that these people are thumbing their nose up at the Most High. I take it personal that they're playing with the minds and the hearts and the energies and the energy of the original people on the planet. But I'm out here, I live in color. So I'm in the game.